There's only one way out for girls like me. Surrender and hope for the best.
Millie arrives at a massive Long Island estate for a housemaid interview. She hands the wealthy homeowner, Nina, a resume full of lies to hide the fact that she recently spent 10 years in prison.
You might be overqualified for this job with all this experience.
I just realized I really enjoy being a housemaid.
Nina shows her around and explains that the position is live-in.
I don't even wear glasses. One background check and she'll see that everything on that resume is a total lie.
Since Millie is currently living out of her car, she gladly accepts when Nina calls her back to offer her the job. However, Millie is shown a tiny attic bedroom where she notices the window is sealed shut and the door has a heavy deadbolt lock on the outside.
What kind of monsters are we? Closed window, deadbolt. I will sort that out. This is for you. It's a present.
Soon, Millie begins her daily chores and meets the rest of the household. Enzo, the groundskeeper, Nina's husband, Andrew, and their cold daughter, Cece.
What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
You...
Would you, like juice or water?
Juice. But this glass is dirty.
When Millie tries to bond with the girl, Cece rejects her. One morning, Nina flies into a rage and trashes the kitchen because she cannot find notes for a PTA speech. She blames Millie for throwing them out. Andrew rushes in to calm Nina down and apologize to Millie.
Threw away my notes for the meeting tonight. Nina, why don't we go check your office?
Nina!
What? You need to be more careful next time. You've ruined my entire day. Come in. No.
Later, when Millie tries to leave for a secret meeting with her parole officer, Nina forbids her from going until Andrew steps in and gives his permission. Enraged by this public defeat, Nina orders Millie to pick up Cece from ballet. When Millie arrives, she discovers Cece is actually heading home with a friend. Nina had secretly approved a sleepover just to make Millie look like a delusional liar once the other parent reconfirmed the plans over the phone. Defeated, Millie returns home just as Andrew's mother, Evelyn, drops off her priceless family china for safekeeping.
This is how you allow the help to dress in your home?
That night, Millie cannot sleep and goes to the basement where Andrew catches her. Instead of getting angry, he joins her and makes excuses for his wife's behavior. He claims Nina had a troubled past after losing her parents in a childhood house fire, a fire he suspects Nina intentionally set. Nina catches them together and tries to fire Millie, but Millie begs for a second chance. Nina agrees but warns Millie to stay away from her husband. The next day, while serving Nina's wealthy friends, Millie overhears Nina admit she isn't actually pregnant, exposing a lie she told Millie on her first day. Millie had previously blamed Nina's volatile behavior on hormones, so this revelation makes her highly suspicious. As soon as the family leaves the house, Millie sneaks into the master bathroom and finds hidden medication, proving Nina struggles with a deeply unstable mental state. The situation darkens further when Millie hears a rumor from another mother at ballet. Nina once put infant Cece's life at risk during a bath time accident. When the authorities intervened, Nina allegedly tried to self-delete and was subsequently committed to a psychiatric ward.
Hello? What, you overheard those PTA cunts say that I don't deserve my husband, that I'm crazy, that I belong in a nut house?
Let go of this.
Later, Nina instructs Millie to book expensive Broadway tickets and a hotel room for a romantic weekend with Andrew. However, the moment Millie buys the non-refundable tickets, Nina berates her, claiming she never asked for them and is taking Cece to art camp that weekend. To punish Millie, Nina threatens to deduct the cost from her salary. Andrew promises to get a refund, but once Nina leaves for camp,
Okay, sorry. Okay.
he reveals the tickets are locked in and suggests he and Millie attend the show together. After the play, they grab drinks, and Andrew confesses he isn't Cece's biological father and wishes to have his own child. Too drunk to drive, they check into adjoining hotel rooms.
I'll see you in the morning.
Good night.
Millie panics when she sees dozens of angry texts from Nina, but Andrew steps close to calm her. The tension breaks, and they spend the night together.
Nina! Nina!
I'll start making lunch just in case she comes back. Hello? Welcome home.
The next day, Nina returns and acts strangely kind, apologizing for the texts. However, during dinner, she suddenly exposes Millie's 10-year prison sentence to Andrew. She then forces Millie to take her personal car to the grocery store. While shopping, Millie bumps into one of Nina's friends, who reveals that Nina tracks the phones of all her maids, meaning Nina knows everything about the hotel stay. Suddenly, the police swarm the parking lot and arrest Millie because the car was reported stolen. Andrew bails her out, but when they return home, Nina confronts them with proof of the affair. Andrew orders Nina to leave the house, which she does after slapping Millie across the face.
No!
Would you like help packing your things?
With Nina gone, Millie and Andrew begin dating openly. Meanwhile, Enzo continues to lurk nearby, warning Millie to leave.
What do you know about this family?
I know you shouldn't be here.
One day, Enzo's sudden appearance startles Millie, causing her to drop a heavy tray. Evelyn's priceless china shatters across the floor. A furious Andrew sends Enzo away and pretends the broken plates don't bother him. But moments later, Millie catches him staring blankly at the shards with a dead, terrifying look in his eyes. To ease the tension, Andrew takes Millie up to her attic room for a drink. They lie down together, but when Millie wakes up, she is alone. She realizes Andrew spiked her drink and begins to panic as she runs to the door, only to find the heavy deadbolt securely locked from the outside.
Andrew, can you open the door?
I will. Just not yet.
Come on, is this a game?
I wish it was.
While Millie is trapped, the truth about Nina comes out through a letter she writes to her daughter. She had planned for Millie to steal her husband all along. She reveals that she lost her parents in a house fire, but she always hated Andrew for implying that she started it. After years of bouncing between foster homes, Nina was impregnated by her college professor, who abandoned her in Cece. Nina eventually married Andrew, but he soon showed his true colors by obsessing over her appearance. When he noticed Nina's hair roots showing, he locked her in the attic and forced her to rip out 100 strands of hair with the follicles attached. Because one single strand was missing a bulb, he forced her to do it all over again. He eventually spiked her drink to make it look like she endangered Cece in the bath, resulting in Nina being committed to a psychiatric ward. She tried to escape with Enzo's help.
I lost a sister to a man like Andrew. So now you go, you pack your bag, you take Sissy and you leave right now.
No, Andrew's gonna leave me.
How?
But Andrew caught her and had her committed again, threatening to lock her away for every tiny mistake. Nina realized she could only escape with a replacement, so she used Millie as a pawn to distract Andrew while she ran. Meanwhile, the film reveals Millie's own dark secret. Years ago, she took out her roommate's boyfriend after catching him assaulting her. However, the roommate denied everything to the police, so Millie served 10 years of a 15-year sentence. This trauma prepared her for what came next. Back in the attic, Andrew tells Millie that because she broke the china, she must take a sharp plate shard and cut her own stomach 21 times, one for every broken piece.
Once you've done that,
We can discuss your freedom.
Millie endures the agonizing pain to make Andrew lower his guard. When he finally opens the door, Millie lunges and stabs him in the neck with a knife Nina had secretly concealed in the room for her. She locks Andrew inside, destroys the rest of his mother's china, and slips him a pair of pliers. She forces him to rip out his own front tooth as revenge before leaving him to bleed. At the same time, Nina is ready to start a new life with Cece. But Cece insists they go back for Millie, so Nina sneaks back into the house. She opens the attic door just as Millie returns, allowing Andrew to burst out of the room. He throws Nina down the stairs and chases Millie, but Millie manages to hide. Andrew corners Nina and tries to convince her that she still needs him, but Nina tells him exactly how much he and his mother suck. Suddenly, Millie emerges and shoves Andrew over the spiral staircase. His head and neck smash against the floor on the way down, ending him instantly. Nina immediately stages the scene to make it look like Andrew fell while changing a light bulb. She tells Millie to run, apologizing for the hell she put her through. Before the police arrive, Enzo helps Nina clean the house. The lead officer notices the stab wound in Andrew's neck, but she covers for Nina. She reveals that Andrew was once engaged to her own sister and had tormented her as well. Later, Nina attends Andrew's funeral and lies to his mother, Evelyn, about the details of his death. She finds Millie talking to Cece and hands her a check for $100,000 to start a new life. In the closing scene, Millie heads to a job interview for another wealthy housewife who was recommended by Nina. When the woman implies that she knows about Millie's past, Millie spots a fresh bruise on the woman's wrist. She realizes the woman's husband is also abusive and that Nina sent her there to be a fixer. Knowing exactly what she has to do, Millie simply asks when she can start. I hope you enjoyed this movie recap. If you did, I'd truly appreciate your support. Don't forget to like and subscribe.